So Alan, you know that last video you just posted sharing your top 3 luxury oils? I really want to buy them for my candle business, but they're too expensive. Is there anything, kind of more affordable that you would recommend that I check out? Hello everyone, if you're new here, I'm Alan with Earthglow, and this channel is all about sharing the joy of candle making. In my last video, I discussed my top 3 luxury fragrances. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 affordable alternatives to each of those luxury scents, so if they're a little bit out of your price range, you are still able to get something very similar. Now, if you did not already watch that video, I'm going to have it linked above because you're definitely going to want to check that one out first. Now, as you guys will know, if you've been here for any amount of time, fragrance videos are my absolute favorite to film. So if you are new and this kind of content brings a smile to your face, consider subscribing. I'm always posting candle business related videos, sharing the behind the scenes of my own small business, as well as reviewing lots of supplies and just having a lot of fun over here. So yeah, I hope that if you are new, you will subscribe so that my channel will show up in your newsfeed and you'll get to hang out with us and have lots of fun in the candle side of YouTube. So excited to smell this one. All right, so coming in number 3, we had in my last video, Base, which is a diptyque type. And if you're new to the fragrance world, diptyque is a designer fragrance oil, and the version by Stone Candles is, although not identical to the diptyque version, it is so good and so popular. But it's a very expensive oil. So my alternative for this one, which is gonna get a very similar result, but not cost you nearly as much. It'll be less than half the cost, even if you get the Candlemaker discount, you'll still save like 35 or 40%. But if you don't get the Candlemaker discount from Stone Candles, it will cost you substantially less. I don't know exactly how much their oils are without the Candlemaker discount, but anyways, my recommendation is to blend Rose Petals by Candle Science, which is a beautiful classic, like you're outdoors in a rose field. It's a true to life rose, but you also get those kind of woodier, earthier undertones. To blend that oil with Candle Science's Blackcurrant and Jasmine. Now, I just used the last of that scent, which is also used in a blend for my Wanderlust collection that is my Prague candle. So I don't have a physical bottle of that to show you, but if you blend Rose Petals with that scent, you're going to get something that is very similar to Base, the diptyque type by Stone Candles. All right, and then my number 2 was Ambra by Stone Candles, which is a beautiful, smoky, woodsy, kind of ambery scent. It's so good. This one is very hard, and I wouldn't consider my alternative. Well, none of these are going to be exact, right? But I wouldn't consider. I consider this one the furthest from the actual scent, but it's still a really great alternative. And that scent is Sandalwood and Suede by the Flaming Candle. Now, this scent is very smoky, it's woodsy, it's earthy. It has I would say a little bit more of a leathery note to it than an ambery note to it. It does have some ambers in it, but it's definitely more of a woodsy, earthy, like leathery take than I would say the Ambra is gonna be. They're both smoky and they're both woodsy and earthy, but the Ambra is gonna have a more prominent amber note, whereas the Sandalwood and Suede is gonna have a more prominent leather note, but a really sexy, sensual, seductive leather. And I think that it's just gonna be a really good one for your candle line. The hot throw is superb. I've done this one in 6006. But I've seen a lot of people in the reviews on Flaming Candle talking about how good the hot throw is in a lot of other waxes. And if you're interested in my exact blends for any of these candles that I make and sell, definitely just check out my Patreon down below where I share all my exact formulas. All right, and then in my number 1 position, I had Patchouli Sandalwood by Stone Candles, but this is a very expensive oil. Oh, it's so good, you guys. You get that really rich patchouli note, but it's like tempered by this warm, almost like vanilla, sultry vanilla with that like clove, a little bit of spice to it, and feels like you're just getting a warm hug. in the most luxurious way. But Candle Science White Oak and Vanilla, which I also don't have a physical bottle because I used my tester. I did have a 1 ounce tester from them, but I ended up using it, and the hot throw, you guys, is really good. Just here to tell you. I'm not able to test out all the samples that I get sent in wax, but that was one that just really stood out to me. And oh my gosh, the hot throw does not disappoint. But that oil is very, very similar, I would say, to the Patchouli Sandalwood by Stone Candles, but at a much better price point. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And I'm sending all of you guys peace, love, and light. And I'm wishing all of you happy candle making.